Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Montreal Canadiens franchise series on NHL 21. Welcome back to episode 2. Last episode, we simulated a little bit over a month. Quite a bit of things happened last episode, actually. We acquired Vince Dunn via trade with the St. Louis Blues. If you guys haven't seen that episode, go check it out, please, because it was a pretty entertaining episode, in my opinion. I showed you guys some of the players that I created to make sure that we have the most realistic and up-to-date custom rosters for this franchise mode. So if you guys haven't seen the lines, I'll just quickly show you them again just to refresh your memory a little bit. So Jonathan Drouin, Nick Suzuki, who's struggling a little bit, only 7 points in 13 games, as well as Brendan Gallagher on the first line, Toffoli, Kotkaniemi, Tatar, Duclair, Dano, Anderson, Armia, Evans, and Athanasiou. That's how our offensive core is looking like. This is how our D core is looking. Weber and Dunn get a +3. Mete and Petrie get a +1. And then Edmondson and Alexander Romanov, who's playing with us, get a +1. Carey Price and Jake Allen have are sharing the goaltending tandem there. So I showed you guys in the last episode, Carey Price's his stats are pretty good, but his win and loss ratio wasn't too good. So what I'm gonna do now, guys, is just quickly have a look at the standings here. So I believe we were sitting 3 points away from the Buffalo Sabres and the Detroit Red Wings for the 2 playoff positions being held in the Atlantic Division. So what I'm going to do now is just simulate maybe week by week, see how our team is progressing, and hopefully we can get some production by the first 2 lines here. So we lose against the New York Islanders, but we bounce back against the New York Rangers. Can we go on a winning streak? We lose again, so we can't really seem to get on a winning streak lately here. 2-game losing streak. Very, very unfortunate. 7-10 right now. So let me just slow it down. Actually, let me see if I can maybe make some moves here. Maybe change the line combinations a little bit and see if it's going to give us a little bit more production here. So Tatar has 14 points, I believe, or 13 points in 17 games. Okay. Jonathan Drouin has 15 points in 7. So that he's not the problem. So I'm going to keep him there. What about Gallagher? Gallagher was doing pretty good. 15 points as well. Toffoli, 14 points. Kotkaniemi, 12 points, I believe. Yeah. So he's not doing awful for the second line. Suzuki's the one who's struggling a little bit here. And then Dano. Yeah, so I wonder if I was to do this and then this. No, that would only give him 1. And then if I do this, no. So I think Kotkaniemi, I shouldn't punish Kotkaniemi. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to maybe be a little bit more rational, see what I can do to get these guys going. But I don't know. I think we have way too many second line forwards, but we don't really have any first line forwards right now. So yeah, Gallagher's a second line, Suzuki's a second liner, Drouin's a second liner, Tatar's a second liner. Kotkaniemi is actually a third liner. Toffoli's a second liner. Duclair's a third liner. Dano's a second liner. Anderson's a second liner. I wonder if I do this, would it give him a +3? No, it doesn't. So I think just keeping Dano on the third line is the best idea for right now. How's Athanasiou doing? 3 points. Duclair is doing a little bit better. How's Armia? 5 points. So yeah, I don't know if it's her D-core, what's going on. Vince Dunn has 2 points in 4 games, so he's not the problem here. I just think we just need to do a little bit better here. How's Carey Price's stats? Not great, I think. 6 wins, 9 losses, so he's under 500. So, and he has 2.95 goals against average and .909 save percentage. So he is doing okay, but I think he can do a little bit better than this. I'm going to maybe do some slow simulations, see If we can get going here just by the slow simulation. We're playing against McDavid in Edmonton. First period, 3-1, 3 goals allowed by Carey Price. Toffoli gets us on the board, but we got to bounce back here. Second period, okay, we do exactly that. Kotkaniemi, Romanov, and Tatar. Can we hold on here? And we do. 2 more goals. Vince Dunn scores another goal, and we get the 6-3 W. So I'm going to slow it down. Maybe do game by game for now at least. Toffoli has 16 points in 18 games, so he's doing pretty good here. Let me just go again here on in Calgary, on November 15th. So we're in the middle of the Western Canadian road trip here. So we're going to go once again and do the slow simulation here. So first period, 2-1 for the Flames. Dylan Dubé and Sam Bennett score. Andres Tennessee scores for us. 15-6 the shots though. So Carey Price has to be a little bit better here. Second period, 5-3. Come on, guys. We're down again. Can we come back here? And we don't. Carey Price allows a lot of goals here. I'm not liking what I'm seeing from Price right now. I wonder if I should give a game to Jake Allen or something. Toffoli has 19 points in 19 games, so he's killing it so far. If Carey Price has another shocking performance here, I might just play the hotter goalie, the hotter hand. So we'll see how it goes here in Vancouver. First period, 2-1 down. Jake Allen is in net now, though, so we can't really blame Price. Second period, 3-3, okay. 27-21 the shots. Can we get the W here in regulation? And we do. Perfect. Kotkaniemi and Gallagher get the third period goals, and Jake Virtanen gets a goal there. Shea Weber has 3 assists. Gallagher has 2 goals in his hometown of Vancouver. And then Brendan Sutter gets 2 goals as well in the first start. But we get the W. That's what matters most. We're 9-11 so far. Jonathan Drouin has 20 points. So hopefully our first 2 lines are stepping up here and are doing good. So Eric Stahl, a 6th and a 7th for Alexander Romanov. I'm going to say no to that. There's no way I'm getting rid of Romanov here. So Jake Allen did get the W here. So I did say I was going to play the hot hand. I don't know if I should let Price rest. So yeah, it looks like it's Allen again. So we're going to go with Allen, like I said. Do a slow simulation. We don't want to go too far ahead with the simulation and then have a lot of losses and then be impossible for us to make the playoffs. So we want to take it slow here. First period, 2-1 down. Jake Allen's in net. Vince Dunn scored another goal. We have the lead in shots at least 12-9. Can we bounce back here in the second? We don't, okay. 25-16 the shots still. Can we get a game-tying goal here in the third? And we get absolutely killed there by Alexander Ovechkin. He had a power play, or sorry, not a power play. He had 3 power play goals, I think, and Hattie. So him and Henrik Lundqvist just absolutely killed us here. So pretty bad performance. Let's see how we're doing in the Atlantic. We are sitting 7th actually right now. So pretty pathetic. We gotta make sure Price is in net now next game. Allen didn't play particularly well here in the second game that he was given the reins. So we will go back with Price. Hopefully you can get a win here and we can get on a winning streak so we can start picking up points. First period, we're 3-7 actually in the last 10, so that's pretty awful. First period, 0-0, 10-8 the shots. Can we get some goals here in the second? Nothing. 0-0, 27-14 the shots though. Third period now. And we're going to go to overtime, actually. So let me just simulate the overtime here. Nothing. 37-28 the shots. And then we lose in a shootout. I think Carey Price played pretty decent, though. He didn't allow an actual goal until the shootout. We just got destroyed by Corey Crawford. So I think I'm going to keep Carey Price in net for now. And then I'm going to simulate the next game against our 2 division rivals here. Romanov, a 4th and a 5th for Travis Dermott, a 3rd and a 5th. I'm going to have to decline that. We don't need another RFA player that we have to pay a lot of money. So Let me just make sure that Carey Price is in net here. And I want to see how Nick Suzuki and all those guys are doing. So Suzuki only has 11 points in 22 games. Kotkaniemi does have 16 points, so he's doing fairly well here. I know Toffoli was killing it, 19 points in 22 games. And then Tatar has, let's see, 16 points in 22 as well. And Duran's our leading scorer, I believe, with 20 and 22. And then Gallagher has 18 and 22. And let's see how Danault's doing here with no power play time, 8 points. So obviously he might get a little bit pissed that he's not getting any power play points, but pretty happy with giving Vince Dunn most of the power play minutes here on the second wave. Romanov I haven't seen grow yet, but that's okay. And I'll quickly show you the power play lines here. So maybe what we can do is switch Kotkaniemi and Suzuki for now. See how we do, because Suzuki's not getting as many points as I was hoping him to get. So yeah, so we're hoping for Price to be in net again. I didn't check, so sorry about that. That's exactly what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to check if Price was starting the game against Buffalo here, so he should be, yeah, perfect. So hopefully he can get the win here, guys. And if he does, we're going to play him back-to-back. So next game will be against the Buffalo Sabres. They're 12-7-3, so they have a pretty good record. First period, 2-0. Victor Mete and Jesperi Kotkaniemi score. Perfect. 9-8, the shots are leading. But hopefully Carey Price can shut the door here. 5-1, perfect. Vince Dunn, Armia, and Anderson. And we win 6-2. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. A statement win here against our division rivals. And we're going to be playing against the Boston Bruins now. They're the worst team in our division, so we should hopefully be able to beat them, even though we're the second last team there. But I'm just going to make sure that Price is in net, because like I said, Price is going to be playing. As long as he keeps winning, he's going to be playing. That's kind of where we're at right now in the season. So we have to just play the hot hand, like I've mentioned, and get closer to that 500 mark there. So first period here, 2-1 down. Bjork and DeBrus score for them. Second period, 2-2 perfect. Tyler Toffoli scores. Can we get the W here? And we don't. Andre Kasha scores on Carey Price. Are you kidding me, guys? 3-2 loss here. 10-13-1. We just can't seem to get going. It's 1 win, 1 loss. It's kind of how it's been so far lately. So I think we didn't really get any results going 1 game at a time. So I'm just going to go and do 3 games at a time, see how we do. Next game will be against the Carolina Hurricanes. We lose 6-1. Are you kidding me? We are just not good enough right now. And 2-1 loss. So some things need to change here. I need to maybe make a trade or something. 11-15-1. Some things need to change here. I'm going to see if maybe I should bring down Romanov, and maybe, I don't know if he's getting the job done or what's going on, but I may need to just bring him down and perhaps bring Ryan Poehling up or something. He's listed as a 4th-line forward. I think that's what I'm going to do, actually. I'm going to bring Poehling, and I'm going to bring down Jake Evans. I don't know if that will change very much, but I think it's time to do that. Jake Evans is on waivers, but you know what? If someone claims him, someone claims him. Now, for the next thing we're going to do is maybe bring Xavier Ouellet here. 79. So we're going to go with our best roster here. And Romanov is going to come down. So Romanov doesn't need waivers. Ouellet doesn't need waivers either. So we're going to do that. We're going to shake a couple little things up here and see if we can get these guys going a little bit. So Poehling is going to come here, substitute in all lines. They get a +1 as well, so that's perfect. Now Suzuki is still struggling here, so I'm wondering if I should. Kotkaniemi, how's he doing? 21 points in 27 games, so not the greatest either. If I do this, I'm gonna try this for now. I think I'm gonna go with the classic line: Tatar, Gallagher, Danault. Toffoli, Kotkaniemi, Durant, Duclair, Suzuki, Anderson. So I'm switching some things up here. Hopefully trying to get some things going here. And then we have Kulak, who's going to go back into the lineup here with Edmondson, and then Price obviously there. So yeah, I'm switching a couple little things up here, and now I have to make some changes here, I think, now as well. So let me just put Romanov in the AHL for now. I'm going to put Romanov and Juleson, and then Leskinen and Fairbrother here. And then first line is going to be Evans, I think. So yeah, that should be all right. Evans, Caulfield, Belzil. Let me see how Caulfield is doing. 17 goals in 24 games. Absolutely killing it. He hasn't grown yet, but that's okay. I'm just actually going to quickly make the changes here, guys, and I'll bring you guys back. So just give me a second. All right, guys. I made some line changes, as you guys saw, in the NHL and AHL. So with these new lines, let me see if we can get something going here at least. 11, 15, and 1 is not good enough for a roster that the Montreal Canadiens are supposed to be having here. So first period, losing 2-0. Second period, 3-2. Can we come back 4-4? Perfect. Duclair and Gallagher scored to tie it up. 31-23 the shots. Can we get a W here? And we do. Ryan Poehling in overtime. Perfect. First game that he got called up, and he scored the game-winning goal here. So here are the 3 stars here. Carey Price wasn't particularly good, but he did get the W, so I'm not going to complain about that. So let's keep going here. Another game against the Ottawa Senators. Let me just do an in-game simulation again here. And after this week, I'm going to reassess, maybe send some scouts to scout some of the NHL draft class here. And then I'm also going to scout some of the players that are on the block. So first period here, 1-0 down. Second period, 1-1. Ryan Poehling again, okay. And then third period, overtime, 38-29 the shots. Can we get a W here? Come on, Ryan Poehling. Shea Weber. So we get 2 overtime wins. Is this going to be the turnaround that we needed in the season? 2 games against the Ottawa Senators, and we're 13-5-1. We're still sitting 6th in our division, but we at least have, I think, a 3-game winning streak. Yeah, exactly. 3-game winning streak, which is pretty good. We just need to keep going here. Go on like an 8-game winning streak or something like that. Next game will be against the Blackhawks here in Chicago. First period, 2-0 down already. Nylander and Kampf, 12-4 the shots. We're getting absolutely outplayed here. Come on, guys. Can we bounce back here? Okay, we get 2 goals at least from the second line. Can we get a third? We do. 3-3. Anthony Duclair scores. Come on, boys. Can we get it in overtime? We don't. Nikita Zadorov actually scores for them. 34-25 the shots. But at least we got a point here. So we are picking some points up, even in defeat, which is good. We are 3-0-1 in our last 4. So hopefully we can keep going here against Minnesota. They have a pretty good record here, and we're playing away from home, but hopefully we can get a W here against the Wild. Let me see here. First period, 2-0. Gallagher and Tatar score for us. 12-6 are the shots. Second period, 3-1, perfect. And then third period, 4-1, exactly what we needed. Another W. I'm not going to stop. I know I was going to say I was going to reassess everything after that Minnesota game, but we might as well just keep going. 14-5-2. We are sitting still 7 points away from the 3rd spot in our division, but we can't focus and think about the other teams. We just got to do our own thing and start winning. So first period, 2-1 down. Toffoli scores for us, but Svechnikov and Niederreiter score for them. 15-6 the shots though, so we got to be scoring some goals here in the second. We score 1, but they score 1 as well. 25-15. Come on, Price, shut the door, and let's get a third here. And we do exactly that. Josh Anderson. Overtime, nothing happens. 37-28 the shots. Can we get a win in the shootout? We don't. The Hurricanes actually get the W, but we did pick up a point once again. Here are the 3 stars. We are picking up points, but we need the W's, guys. So because we did pick up points, I'm just going to keep it going here. You guys can see the Ottawa Senators have actually come down to life a little, or come down to earth a little bit. They're 13, 16, and 4. So hopefully we can beat them. I don't think they've been having the greatest last 10 game stretch here. So we're playing in Montreal. We need this W. Come on, boys. 2-1 so far. Gallagher and Edmondson score for us. Mike Hoffman re-signed with the Ottawa Senators. That's pretty funny. Second period, 5-2, perfect. Can we get a W here? 7-3, exactly what we needed. I'll quickly show you the 3 stars. 3 points for Gallagher, 3 points for Toffoli, and then 2 goals for Weber. I think since making those line changes and putting Danault on the first line, it has given us a lot more offense. So obviously Suzuki was struggling, so I like Suzuki. He's a good player in real life, but we just had to adjust with the game. So actually, I don't know why I exited that, but I want to quickly show you how our best goal scorer is doing. So Toffoli actually has 29 points in 33 games, so that's pretty good. But let's just keep it going here. Let's simulate the next game against the Boston Bruins, who are not having the greatest start to the season. First period, 1-0 down. Come on, boys. Second period. Jeez, we need to score here to tie it up. We scored twice, perfect. And Nick Ritchie gets a power play goal to tie it up, but we were getting dominated, 37-29 the shots. Can we get a W here in overtime? Nothing. What about in the shootout? And we lose in a shootout again. So I'm gonna check the shootout lines in a little bit when I make some line changes because we've lost quite a bit of games in a shootout. So if we could have turned those 4 games lost in the shootout, we would be 19-15. So, but at least we picked up some points here. The next game will be against the Colorado Avalanche and Colorado. First period, 1-0 down. Second period, okay, 2-1 Suzuki and Tatar score for us. Come on, boys, can we hold on to it? And we win 4-2. Ryan Poehling again. He's been killing it, guys. I'll quickly show you the 3 stars here. Armia, Tatar, and McKinnon. The best 3 players in that game. We are sitting 16, 15, and 4 now. The next game back-to-back will be against the Arizona Coyotes, who have a very similar record to us. Hopefully we can beat them away from home and continue the winning streak here. We have just a couple more games before the Christmas break here. So first period, 4-0, perfect. Poehling, Durant, Toffoli, and Danault. 4 goals and 10 shots. That's pretty good. Second period, 5-2. Kotkaniemi scores for us. Can we hold on here? We do exactly that. 7-2 the shots. I'll quickly show you the 3 stars here. Kotkaniemi with 4 points. The second line is absolutely killing it. They all got the 3 stars of the game. Exactly what we needed to see here. And we get another win. So 17, 5, and 4. We are actually holding a playoff position right now. It's crazy how much a winning streak or even a point streak helps you out. We were just pretty much almost dead last in our division. And now we are holding a playoff position. I think we've played more games than some of the other teams, but it's still nice to see that we're holding a playoff position. So next game will be against the Vegas Golden Knights here. First period, 1-1. Jonathan Durant scores for us. Cody Glass for them. Second period, 3-3. Come on, boys. Can we get a win here in the third? 5-5. Okay, Victor Mete and Athanasiou keep us alive. 39-25 the shots. Can we get a win here? No. What about in the shootout? We finally get a win in the shootout. Nick Suzuki scores a shootout winning goal. And 5 goals for us. You guys can see the top 3 stars. The second line is still killing it. So very, very nice to see. Now we're going into the Christmas break. But we're not going to stop it here, guys. We've been absolutely killing it all December pretty much. So we might as well keep going. Jolson in a third for Chara, a third and a fourth. No, thank you. I'm going to have to reject that. So Chara has signed with the New Jersey Devils. And we are sitting with 40 points there. The good thing that the Metropolitan Division is doing pretty crappy. So we have the last wild card position, but we got to keep winning And I would like for us to get one of the top 3 positions in the Atlantic rather than the wild card position. So first period here against the Florida Panthers, 1-0 down. Patrick Hornqvist actually gets a goal for them. We are outshooting them, so hopefully we can keep playing well in the second and get some goals. We get one, but they get one as well. 22-17 the shots. Can we tie it up here in the third? And we don't. So that's our first regulation loss in quite a bit of time. So let me just quickly show you how long it's been. So let me just quickly check here. So yeah, it was pretty much it was our second game dropped since December started. So 18-16-4 is your current record. I'm going to quickly make some assignments, scouting assignments, and as well as, as well as browse the trade block and stuff like that. And I'll quickly show you as well the team leaders. And then we're going to keep, I guess, moving along with the simulation. So 35 points in 38 games for Tyler Toffoli, 83 overall. Really, really good pickup. 31 points in 38 games for Tomas Tatar, 30 and 38 for Gallagher, 30 and 38 for Duran. Same thing for Kotkaniemi. So has he grown? Not yet, but he's doing great. 26 points in 38 for Weber. Danault's picked it up since being reunited with his regular line mates here. 19 points in 38 games. Suzuki has 19 points in 38 games as well. And then you guys can see the rest of the players. How good is Vince Dunn doing? 9 points in 25 games. So I'd like to see a little bit more out of him, but that's pretty good still for a $3 million player. Carey Price is 14-13-4. 3.03 goals against average and 9.01 save percentage. And then Jake Allen actually has a positive record, so I like to see that. So as I mentioned, I'm going to just have a quick look at the trade block and assign some scouts for the next year's draft. And then if I see something that I like before we get back into the simulation, I will bring you guys back. So just give me a second here, guys. All right, guys. I was just browsing a little bit of the trade block here before we get back into simulation. And I think we're not even in January yet. So we have a little bit over a month and a bit before the trade deadline. But I just wanted to have a quick look to see if we can find some maybe defensive reinforcements here. So I ended up finding Nicholas Hjalmarsson. He only has 1 year left at $5 million. So he's someone that I would maybe want to get. Alex Goligoski as well, perhaps. Same with Jason Demers. So those 3 guys definitely interest me. But we'll see how our team does in the next 1 month and a half. And then the other player that I found that was really interesting. First, I did see Connor Timmins, but I don't know if we want to sign him or trade for him. Sorry. The player that I did see though was Bowen Byram. So they do for some reason want to get rid of him. So who would the Colorado Avalanche want? So I think they maybe want some players that are pretty established, I think. So yeah, it would have to be like Romanov and maybe who else? It'd have to be Romanov. I wonder if they want Tatar, maybe even. Yeah, Romanov, Tatar, and maybe like a first or something. And I don't know if I would want to do that. A player that actually is worth quite a bit is, Edmondson. I'm just noticing here. He actually has a pretty decent trade value, so have to be like Edmondson, Romanov, and like a first or something if they're even interested in a first. First next year, perhaps. We would get our number 1 D-man of the future. He's not quite ready yet. He is playing in the NHL, but he's not quite ready as of right now. He has 7 points in 38 games, -1. Really, really good player, but I don't know if he would be ready to help us out right now. And we would be losing 2 of our top 3 D-men. So, top 6 D-men. I want to see how Romanov is doing in the AHL. 7 points in 10 games. Absolutely crushing it over there. So, a couple options to keep in mind. A couple teams that we may be looking to trade with, or some potential trade partners in the next month or two. So, yeah, maybe Arizona or maybe even Colorado if we want to make a big splash and trade for Bowen Byram. I think the only way that I could see us trading for Bowen Byram was if we're completely out of the playoffs. So right now we're currently fighting for a playoff position, so I'm not going to destroy our team just yet. We have still to play against the Tampa Bay Lightning here. Last game of the 2020 year. 3-1 down. Can we bounce back here in the second? Okay, 3-2. Come on, boys. And we lose 4-2 to the Stanley Cup champions, the 2022 Stanley Cup champions, Tampa Bay Lightning. Now we're facing against the other team that faced the Tampa Bay Lightning in the playoffs. Let me see here. Perfect. All right, guys. Like I said, we're still holding a playoff position right now with 40 points in 39 games. And we're facing the Dallas Stars, the other half of the Stanley Cup Finals in 2020 at the American Airlines Arena. I think this is the actual last game of the season. So hopefully, or the year, sorry. So hopefully we can have a good end to the 2020 calendar year. First period. 2-1 down. Dano scores for us, but Como and Pissick score for them. Can we bounce back here? 5-3 down. Ben Sherrod, who we traded him to Dallas, gets a goal against Carey Price. Come on, can we bounce back? And we lose 6-5. So not the best performance by Carey Price. He looks to be back to his bad self of the start of the season. We're 18-4, so pretty terrible record. I'm going to give Carey Price one more go, and if he doesn't deliver, then I'm going to have to just play the hot hand once again. So Montreal against Vancouver here at the Bell Center. First game of the 2021 year, first period, 1-1. And actually Jake Allen is in net for now for this game. 16-5 the shots. Can we get some goals here in the second? 2-1 down. Come on, boys. Tie it up here in the third. We do. Tatar scores. 30-26 the shots. Can we get a W here in overtime? Nothing. What about in the shootout? We lose in the shootout. I said I was actually going to maybe see if I can change some of the shootout players, and I'm absolutely going to do that right now. So just give me a second here. I'll do it with you guys. I'm not going to do any video editing, so let me just go to extras. I think shootout. Perfect. So we have Drouin, Gallagher, Toffoli. So maybe instead of Gallagher, I'm going to put Kotkaniemi here. And Deaking 86, sure. 93, 89, 90, 88. Maybe let me put Tatar here. I'm going to put Tatar second. Kotkaniemi last if we absolutely need to go to him. And yeah, I think those are our best shootout takers here. The first 5 there, so hopefully we can have some better results in the shootout. Another loss though, unfortunately, but we did pick up a point. Hopefully we can bounce back here against the Nashville Predators. Another game at home. We definitely need this game here against the Preds. First period, 1-1, Kotkaniemi scores, but Arvidsson answers back. Second period here, 3-1, perfect. Can we hold on? And we do. 3-2 win. I'm going to quickly show you the 3 stars. Armia and Paling, the fourth line, stepped up big time here for us to get our 19th win of the season here. Next game will be against the Minnesota Wild. I don't think we are holding a playoff position just yet. No, we are sitting pretty far. Who has the playoff position? The Devils with 43. We have 43 as well, but have they played one? Yeah, they've played one less game. I think that's why they're holding the playoff position, but it's going to be a dogfight until the end. We are playing against Minnesota Wild, though. We did see them earlier in the year, and they had a good start to the season. And right now they have a good record, so they've just been having a good season overall. So first period, 2-0. Athanasiou and Anthony Duclair, 2 of our new additions this season, step up here in the first period. Can we keep going here in the second? 4-0. Perfect. Kotkaniemi and Toffoli. And we win 5-3. So they did get 3 goals there, but Dano luckily got the empty netter. I'll quickly show you the 3 stars. The second line played pretty good, and Shea Weber was dominant in the back, in the blue line, I should say. So 2018 and 5, we have taken the playoff position again, but we just got to keep going. I think Detroit is a team that's above us. I think one above us. So let me actually make sure that Carey Price is in that. I did say I was going to run the hot hand, so let me just put Carey Price in there once again. So just give me a quick second here. Allen was scheduled to start this game, but like I said, we're going to ride the hot hand here, the hot goaltender. Carey Price, come on, get us a win here against the Detroit Red Wings at the Little Caesars Arena here. First period, 1-0. Anthony Duclair scores, 12-7 the shots. Can we keep it going here in the second? 4-2, perfect. What about in the third? 6-3, exactly what I wanted to see. I'll quickly show you the 3 stars. Hat trick by Jonathan Drouin, 4 points, 3 assists, hat trick of assists for Tyler Toffoli, and Dmitry Timashov was the 3rd star. But great showing by our second line, it looks like, and we pick up our 21st win of the season. Next game will be against Vince Dunn's old team, the St. Louis Blues. Let me make sure Carey Price is in net here, guys. And we can continue simulating. So Price is scheduled to be in net. Exactly what we wanted to see here. Let's keep it going. Keep it moving. We are sitting with 47 points. 2 points ahead of the Penguins, who are chasing us for that last wild card position. So we just have to keep winning. We can't look behind too much. We have played more than half of the season, so we just got to keep it going here and get a big W against the Western Conference team. Even if it goes to overtime or shootout, I don't care. But we just have to get the 2 points here. So first period, 1-0 down. Thomas actually scores on Price. Second period, we did get a goal, but Thomas also scored another goal. Come on, boys, tied up here. We got another goal, but Scandella, the former Montreal Canadien, gives the St. Louis Blues the win here. And we go to 21-19-5, and we are out of a playoff position. The Boston Bruins have overtaken us now. Incredible, guys. Let's give a game to Jake Allen now. I think he deserves a start. Carey Price lost, so we're going to do... Actually, you know what? I'm going to do 2 games lost for Price. So Price is going to be in net once again. Hopefully he can bounce back and get a W here for us. But yeah, like I said, 2 games lost is when Carey Price is going to be kicked out of the net. So big game here against the Colorado Avalanche. Hopefully you can get a W here. 2-1. Victor Mete and Brendan Gallagher score for us. Ryan Grace for them. Second period, 4-3. Come on, boys. Hold on here. In the third, we don't. 4-4. Colorado scores 38-31 the shots. Come on, boys. Can we win here in overtime? And we lose. Nazem Kadri scores for them. We did get a point, though, so I'm going to keep rolling with Price for now. It needs to be 2 regulation losses in a row, but we are sitting... Carolina has overtaken us, 48 points. We have 48 as well, but we have played 2 more games than them, so not ideal. We are sitting outside of a playoff position right now. Just have to make sure that Price is in net, and then we can keep simulating here. So is Price is in net? Okay, yeah, he is. Perfect. So big game in the TD Garden here against the Boston Bruins, guys. Can we keep the momentum going? We haven't been playing too bad, so come on, Price. Get the W here. 1-0 down. Brad Marchand scores for them. 13-8 the shots, though. So we got to get some goals past Tuukka Rask here. Okay, we do that. Exactly that. Josh Anderson. Can we get a W here in the third? And we do. Dano and Ryan Poehling scored a short-handed goal to give us the win here in Boston. It's a massive win, 22-19-6. We have another game against the Florida Panthers here. We have regained our playoff position. We're only 1 point behind the Detroit Red Wings. It's crazy how tight things are right now in the Atlantic and even for the playoff position. So I'm just going to make sure that Carey Price is in net. He is. He's getting a little hot here. And yeah, so we need him here to get the W in Florida. Or actually, it's in Montreal, sorry, against the Florida Panthers first period. 1-1 to Foley scores for us. Wemberg for them. Come on, boys. Get a second goal here. We do exactly that. Yoel Armia. Can we hold on here in the third? We don't. 2 goals by them. Tatar keeps us alive, though. Can we get a W here in extra time? We don't. What about in a shootout? Yes, in a shootout. Our new shootout combinations help us out here to get the W. To Foley and Jonathan Drouin score for us. I will quickly show you the 3 stars. Wemberg had the first star, actually, and then Tatar and Toffoli the second and third stars. But I think we pick up our 23rd win of the season, exactly that. And Carey Price is on his game right now, it looks like. Romanov and Mishak for Kreider and a third. No, thank you. I'm going to say no to that. But yeah, like I was saying, Carey Price is finding his groove now, it looks like. And we have a playoff position right now. 1 point behind Detroit as well. So we are looking pretty good so far. Let me make sure Price is in net once again. We have to ride the hot hand for now. Let's see. I just want to quickly show you guys his record. He's over 500 now. His goals against average and save percentage have gone down, but at least his record is over 500, which is what I want to see here. What matters most right now is the wins and losses because we're trying to make it into the playoffs. So Price is in net again here against the Columbus Blue Jackets in the Nationwide Arena in Columbus. Hopefully we can win here first period. 1-0 down. Texier scores for them. What about the second here? 3-3. Dano, Paling, and Weber scores for us. Max Domi and Nyquist score for them. Can we get a W here in the third? We don't. We're going to go to overtime. But we do win in overtime. Joel Edmondson scores for us. Domi did score against his old team, but Ryan Paling and Edmondson help us get the W. Our 24th of the season. I think we're 24-19-6, exactly that. And we're still trailing the Red Wings by 1 point. But we are coming close. We got to keep winning, though, guys. We can't be letting our foot off the pedal here. I know I've done a lot of game-by-game simulation, but that's how much our season has gone and how tight it is, I should say. So we just have to keep going here. The second game of the back-to-back against the Philadelphia Flyers in Montreal, first period. 2-1 for us. Edmondson and Drouin score for us. Farabee scores for them. Second period, 2-1 still. Can we hold on here in the third? We allow a goal, but Joel Armia gets the W, or helps us get the W here. You guys can see the top 3 stars. I think after pairing Weber with Vince Dunn, it's helped him out a lot. He's been playing very, very good since pairing him up with that young D-man. So let's have a quick look at the draft class now that we got this notification. I know I sent some of our scouts to scout some of these guys. So Atu Radi is actually supposed to be first overall, high top 6. We have this creative player, Ken Johnson, who's actually, I think he's a Canadian, playing in the NCAA right now. So I put him in here in the OHL. Luke Hughes as well. I put him in creative player, but I put him in the OHL as well. Wallstead is another creative player that I put in the OHL as well. But yeah, some of these guys here, even this Brant Clark, who's supposed to go 17th overall, is a medium elite player. Well, 3 bars medium elite, not fully, but hopefully we unlock his potential before the draft. But yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time on the draft right now. We got to keep winning here, 25, 19, and 6. We're playing against the Arizona Coyotes. Let me make sure Carey Price is in net here again. Just give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, Price is in net. 90 overall goalie. One of the best goalies in the NHL. I think his record is showing his abilities a lot more than how his record, or what his record was earlier this year. So I'm very, very pleased with that. Hopefully we can keep it going here against the Arizona Coyotes. 1-0 down. Jason Demers scores for them. Second period. 2-1 down. Vince Dunn scores for us. Come on, boys. Tied up here in the third. We do that. Tyler Toffoli. Can we win here in an overtime? And we do. Philippe Danault. Another W by the Montreal Canadiens. Carey Price, had a very, very good game. Danault as well. And Vince Dunn. All three of those guys get the top 3 stars. 58 points in 51 games, 26, 19, and 6. That's exactly the kind of record that I was looking at, or I was looking for when I made this team and basically made those acquisitions for the third and fourth line. So Cole Caulfield and Josh Brook for Logan, Couture, and Sorensen. Are you kidding me? I would never do that. Romanov and Mishak and Paling for Shattenkirk in a third. No, thank you. I will pass on that. Romanov and a fourth for Edler and a fourth. I'm going to say no. I think we just went through the All-Star break here. And we have a couple games against the New Jersey Devils, Edmonton, the Ducks, and the Winnipeg Jets all in 1 week. So 4 games in 1 week. After the All-Star game, I just quickly want to show you how our players are doing. So Toffoli's doing well. Duran's doing well as well. Gallagher, Tatar, Kotkaniemi. Even Kotkaniemi is doing pretty fantastic in my opinion. He hasn't grown, unfortunately, just yet, but 38 points in 51 games is pretty good. Suzuki is even stepping it up a little bit. 26 points. I think he just needs a player, because he's a playmaker, right? Yeah, he needs a sniper, so I'm looking to maybe put him with Cole Caulfield, a player that shoots a crap ton. Kotkaniemi, what is he? A playmaker as well. And then what is Duran? Is he a sniper? He is a sniper. And then what is Toffoli? Sniper as well, right? Yeah, so. Yeah, that's kind of how their team is doing, guys. You guys can see Ryan Paling's actually stepped up tremendously. 17 points in 24 games is very, very good. Even Vince Dunn has done good in my opinion. Kulak has actually stepped up a little bit as well. And then I will quickly show you the AHL stats here. 27 goals for Cole Caulfield, almost a point per game. I want to have a quick look at Alexander Romanov. So 13 points in 23 games. He slowed down a little bit, but hopefully that helps his progression here. And so let me have a quick look at the trade block. And if I find anything, I'll bring you guys back. Just give me a quick second, guys. All right, guys. I didn't really find anything in the trade block, so let's just keep simulating. We're going to simulate a little bit of February now, So we are 26, 19, and 6. As you guys know, we're playing against the New Jersey Devils. I think it was a team that was chasing us a little bit, so this is a big game here in Montreal. First period, 2-1 down. PK Subban and Brad Hutton score for them. Josh Anderson scores for us. We allow 2 more goals here, and we're going to lose 5-2. So I think Carey Price might be a little bit tired. So I may give the next game to Jake Allen. I know it hasn't been 2 losses in a row in regulation, but I think it's needed right now. Nikita Gusev and Ryan Murray for Cole Caulfield and Ryan Paling. I'm going to definitely reject that. So 26, 20, and 6. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to give this game against Edmonton to Jake Allen. Hopefully he can make us proud and get a W here. So let me just make sure that he's in net. So he is. He was already scheduled to be going net. So yeah, we need Jake Allen to steal a game, hopefully, or at least get us a W. We did get outplayed pretty bad there against the Devils. So first period, 1-0 down. McDavid scores for them. Second period, we get 2 goals at least. Dano and Kulak. Can we hold on here in the third? We got another 2 goals. Did Kulak just get a hat trick or did he get 2 goals? I don't know. Yeah, 2 goals for Kulak, and Jake Allen stepped it up and played amazing. So I don't know if I should give another game to Allen or if I should just keep it going. 27, 20, and 6. So far, we are sitting 5 points away from the Sabres, but they have 2 games less. So I think our best bet right now is maybe just to hold on to that playoff position. Let me just have a quick look here. How's Dano doing? Is that 28 points in 53 games? He has started to play a lot better now. Kotkaniemi 39 and 53. How's Suzuki doing? 28, I think, and 53. So I think Suzuki and Dano have played pretty much the same. What is Duclair listed as? A sniper? But he has 13 goals, so that's not bad actually. So not too upset at that. I'm gonna bring Carey Price in net though, even though it's telling me that Jake Allen should go in net again. I'm gonna just put my confidence back in Price. He's been incredible since December. So I think he deserves a start here against the Anaheim Ducks, especially at home at the Bell Center. Don't let me down, Price. 2-1 down. Come on, boys. Second period. 2-2. Ryan Poehling. Can we get the W here in the third? 6-3. Perfect. Suzuki, Durant, Gallagher, and Duclair score for us. And we just explode here in the third. Here are the top 3 stars. Ryan Poehling's just been killing, and I'm really happy that we brought him up to the 4th line here. So 28, 20, and 6. 5 points away from the Buffalo Sabres still for that 3rd position there. So another game at the Bell Center against the Winnipeg Jets. They don't have the greatest record, so hopefully we can get a W here against them. First period, 1-0 down, Josh Henderson. Second period, or up I should say. Gallagher scores twice. Linus scores for them. Can we hold on here? We do. Oh my goodness, we almost dropped this game. 5-4 though. We get the W. That's all that matters. Gallagher had 2 goals. Brian Little had 4 assists. What a game by him, but they weren't able to get the W, and we have a 29, 20, and 6 game. So let's simulate to the next game here, or record I should say, not game. 29, 20, and 6 record. Cole Caulfield, Romanov, and Poehling for Atkinson, Wilson, Savard in the 4th. I will definitely reject that. There is no point in us trading Romanov at all. Romanov broke Mishak for Couture. No, I'm just going to say no to that right away. We are sitting, like I said, 4 points away from the Buffalo Sabres with 2 more games played, so it's going to be hard to catch them. The Penguins are at 62. We're at 64. Hurricanes are 5 points behind us, and the Red Wings are 6 points behind us. So this winning streak has definitely helped us out a lot. I think I'm going to just do one more game, and then I'm going to end it there, and then I'm going to show you quickly. Actually, I'm going to go all the way up to this Columbus game if we keep winning, and then I'm going to end it there, end this episode here, and then I will show you the trade block, and then you guys can tell me who you think I should trade for. So, like I said, I'm just going to, if we keep winning, I'm going to go for a couple more games. If we start going on a losing streak, I will stop it right there, but hopefully I didn't jinx us here, and we can get a few more W's here. So against Toronto, can we get a W? 2-0 down already. Second period, 3-1. We just get absolutely annihilated here. 5-2. Not exactly what we wanted to see. We have the next game against the Preds. Hopefully Price stays in net here. I'm going to decline that as well. But yeah, I'm going to make sure that Price is in net so he can hopefully bounce back against the Nashville Predators. In Nashville, I believe, is the next game. So it's going to be a very, very important game. Even though it's against a Western Conference opponent, we still need these 2 points here. So just want to quickly show you guys our record. 29, 21-6, 8-2 in their last 10. So this winning streak has been very, very important for us. So first period, 0-0, 15-8 the shots. We need to bounce back here in the second. 3-1, we exactly do that. Dano with 2 goals and Jonathan Drouin for us. And then Ekholm scores for them. Third period, can we hold on? 7 goals in total this game. What a performance by us. Let me just have a quick look at the 3 stars. 4 points by Brendan Gallagher, 3 points by Dano, and 3 points by Tatar. The first line did some damage there, you guys can see. 30, 21, and 6. Gives us 66 points. Next game will be against the Tampa Bay Lightning. I think they're leading our division. But we can't be afraid of them. We just got to take the game to them and hopefully get a W here. So I didn't check if Price was in net, unfortunately, but let's hope he is, and hopefully he can get a W here. First period, 0-0, 12-11 the shots for us. Second period, 2-0 down. Come on, boys. Can we come back here in the third? We get shut out 5-0. Wow. Okay, not great. Not a great performance there. Let me make sure that I'm going to put Allen in net. Price might be getting a little tired and allowing a little too many softies, in my opinion, perhaps. So we don't want that happening. Let me just make sure that Allen is in net this time. Allen gave us a really, really good performance last time. We put him on the second game of the back-to-back, so hopefully Allen has been rested and he gets a W here. So in Florida, back-to-back games as always. First period, 1-0 down. Second period, come on, boys. We need to score here. Okay, Gallagher finally scores. Can we get an overtime win here? We lose in overtime. Nola Chari scores for them. We picked up a point, but we haven't been able to score very much since that 7-1 win in Nashville. So Hinostroza for Paling and Romanov. Are you kidding me? I would never do that. Next game will be against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Max Domi is making his return to the Bell Center. And Josh Anderson is playing against his old team here. Let's see here. Let me make sure that Carey Price is in net first. Perfect. So Price is going to go back in net here. And this is a very, very important game here against Columbus. I like our lead for that wild card position, but I'm not comfortable with it. I think we still need to win as many games as possible. And I think this might be the last game we're playing before the trade deadline. So if it is, we need to get this W here. So first period, 4-1, Drouin, Toffoli, Athanasiou, and Kotkaniemi. Second period, 6-1. And we end up the game with a 6-2 victory. Carey Price with 39 saves, very, very good performance. And then Drouin and Kotkaniemi both had 3 points, 1 goal, 2 assists. So I think this might be the last game we're playing, guys. I'm just going to have a quick look at the calendar. And if it's 2 games before the trade deadline, I'm going to stop it here. So, yeah. So, like I said, 2 games before the trade deadline, I'm going to stop it here, guys. Let me just quickly show you the trade block. And then I'm going to end it there. So let's just have a quick look to see which players these teams are interested in giving away. So Shattenkirk and Kintnop, okay. Not really interested in that. I did say I might be interested in trading for Goligoski, Demers, or Hjalmarsson, but nothing. I haven't set my mind into anything yet. Eric Stahl, no. None of these guys are very, very interesting. Shillington hasn't been signed, though. He is still needing a contract. So Matthew Phillips, this guy tears it up in the AHL, but I don't think he's going to become anything, at least in this game. Jesper Fast, Jordan Stahl. How many more years does Jordan Stahl have? 3 years, so I'm going to say no to that. Chicago wants to get rid of Taves. Peary's on the block. I don't know why his trade value is so good. Is he killing it? Yeah, 15 goals in 35 games. Sorry. What else? Colorado. We already knew that they want to get rid of Bowen Byram. They also want to get rid of Justin Barron. Who else is next here? No one too interesting in here. No one here. Who is this guy? Antonio Strangs. I don't even know. 4th round pick 2020. Some pretty good trade value. Who else? No one for the Wings. No one really for the Edmonton Oilers. They do need to sign Ethan Bear still, it looks like. He is listed as an RFA, and he's 82 overall, so he's a pretty good player. Evan Bouchard is here, Broberg, Lavoie, so a bunch of their prospects. Who else? Wenberg, no. Dustin Byfuglien actually signed with the LA Kings. Who else is here? No one really here. Nobody really too interesting in the island either. And the Rangers want to get rid of Chris Kreider. Philly, they want to get rid of Morgan Frost, perhaps. Okay. Bobby Brink as well is on the block. They may want to win right away here, it looks like, for the Philadelphia Flyers. Couture, Kane, Vlasic, all those old guys they want to get rid of. No one for the Blues. Tampa Bay, no one really either. Toronto still hasn't been able to sign this Joey Anderson or Trevor Dermott. So that's pretty crazy. Quinn Hughes is actually on the block for some reason. Vasily Podkolzin as well. Nick Hoglander. So a bunch of these guys they want to get rid of. So I'm not too sure really what's going on there in Vancouver. Peyton Krebs also is on the block. Nicholas Hague is also on the block. So there's a couple good players. You guys let me know who I should go for. Hendrix Lapierre hasn't been signed, but he's on the block already. The Jets already have Perfetti, who they haven't even signed. Heinola as well. And that's pretty much it, guys. So those are the players that these teams want to get rid of. A couple really, really good players. Some really good prospects as well. But I don't know if we have the assets to go for them without mortgaging our own future for some of those quick fixes right now, at least. So we are sitting with a record of 31, 22, and 7. We have a wild card position, 69 points in 60 games. I think it's a pretty good record, guys. You let me know what you think. If you think I should make some changes, I will quickly show you the lines before I let you go. And then you guys can leave your suggestions. This is how the lines are looking. No one's really grown too much. From what I can see, that's what the D pairs are looking like. I think Petrie might have dropped from 85 to 84. But, yeah, that's kind of what the lines are looking like, Price and Allen. So if you think I should be getting some defensive depth or anything like that, you let me know, guys. I will be listening to your suggestions, and maybe I'll read some in the comments, some of the comments in the next video. So don't be shy, leave your comments, guys, and subscribe if you haven't done so. Thank you for watching again, and I'll see you in the next episode.